Now your opponent play the bishop c4. He is trying to play the Italian game followed by bishop c4. Now this move is the fourth move of the game and the blunder. Why is that so? Because over here what you may do is continue up with knight take on e4. Well, exactly what happens in this position. Over here your opponent gets an opportunity to capture your knight, right? So you might say that you are giving up your knight like that. Well, that's not true. This is one of the brilliant knight sacrifice which you do. If your opponent captures it, all you have to do is play d5. Now with this, you'll be attacking the knight and the bishop with this pawn. Over here, there are top 3 responses which many of the players play. Number 1 is playing bishop b5. Their idea is quite simple and smart. They want me to capture their knight. So I'll take and he'll capture the e5 pawn. With this, he'll attack this knight and the bishop creating pin. So this bishop is creating pin and this knight is attacking this knight. Ultimately, it is about pressurizing this knight. So what you may do at such cases? Well, so many players as black they play queen d5 in the sense they'll attack the knight and the bishop. Well, so if you want to play queen d5, you can play queen d5. There is no problem with that. But the best ever move is queen g5. Now it is having a trap. If your opponent tries knight take on c6, what you have to do? So what you have to do is simply go on with queen take on b5. Ultimately, your opponent has to play knight e4 and then you may protect your queen. Now that's it. You'll play queen back to g5 and attack this pawn. Otherwise, you can even play queen b6 followed by bishop c5 for attacking the f2 pawn. So you are having a lot of variations and available options which you can play. Let us go backwards and your opponent plays bishop take on knight. So what you may do is you may simply take. Now you might say white capture your pawn. Well, so white is getting a pawn but not a game. So what you may do is you may go on with capturing the g2 pawn. Now you are attacking this rook. Ultimately the best move is rook to f1 and then don't think for a lot. Just play bishop g4. You may attack this queen. Guess what? The queen is trapped. If your opponent tries f3 for protecting, all you have to do is go on with bishop take f3. Once again attack the queen. If your opponent plays something like rook take on f3, then you may simply take and then you have f2, f2 and then promotion to queen like this. So ultimately you can easily win the game like this. Anyway, so if you enjoyed this trap 2, you will like the video. Now let us come back to another trap. Now in this position, we'll play d5 and your opponent captures the pawn. What you may do now? So you can still go on with queen take on it, attacking the knight. Your opponent may take d3 and try to protect his knight. You may go on with bishop g4 and create a pin. Now with this move, he responds with castling. All you have to do is long castle. You may simply try pushing the pawns forward, creating pawn storm, attacking the king side. Even with f5 attacking the knight, so on. This will be one of the basic plans that you can play and hence win the game. Let us have the trap number 3. So trap number 3 begins after this move. You go on with knight take on e4 and instead of capturing it, he is trying to be smart by playing bishop take f7. He believed that this is the brilliant ever move played. Well, so this is not at all true. All you can do is capture this. He may try knight take on e4. You may go on with e5. With this, you'll open up both your bishops. Now with this move, you'll open up both your Now with this move, you will open up both your bishops and this. So ultimately, you get both the bishops. Now over here, if your opponent play knight take on g5 queen check, so you may simply move the king backwards. Ultimately, you may play x6, kick the knight backward and play bishop g4. You will be creating a pin like this. Now with this, if you observe the central control is in your hands. The piece development is in your hand. your king is quite safe. You can just play king h7 and protect your king. So this will be a very good position. Now let me show you the trap. Your opponent has no other option. Like you can observe, you can play e4 and attack this knight forward. So your opponent tried the knight back to q1. Then what you do? You may still play e4. Now if you observe one thing, that this knight was from here, knight to c3, then came here, then here, and then go back. So this knight, if you'll ask this knight, then he will tell you the long story from b1 to g1. Anyway, so you may play e4 and attack the center. He may try his best to trade the queens. And if you play the knight e2, you may play knight b4, the bishop controlling this, the knight attacking this. You cannot move the king there to protect this. So congrats, you win the game. Now let us go backwards and have the best move on the board. Instead of this position, now what's the best move? After the take, you play d5, and what's the best move? So the best move is playing bishop d3. Now what can you do? So you may simply capture the knight. After you take it, you have a lot of variations. You may try f5. First of all, you develop because you have to protect your pieces, and you can even castle, bring this rook to f8, and then play f5 because this will be quite aggressive option. Now, if you try castling, you may go with castling. You may try something like d3, try to open up the bishop and all. Then you may try f5. With this, all you'll do is you may try bishop d5 check and all. You may play king h8, bishop g5, try to over pressurize your queen side and all. Over here, at such cases, you will play queen e8. The main idea is if bishop take on knight, then queen take on knight. Otherwise, queen take on bishop. Otherwise, you are also looking forward for e4 as an option. And then x6 followed by queen g6 for attacking the king side. So you are still having a lot of variations and basic traps which you can play. Anyways, just play carefully and you can win the game. So if you enjoyed this video, do like the video and thanks for watching.